Hey guys, welcome to Mikey's Video Game Madness. Today we're playing Sonic Colors on the Wii. This actually came out around the same time, or right before Sonic Generations. So a lot of the 3D levels on Sonic Generations were based on this game. And I like this game a lot because it doesn't have a hub world. It's like the Sonic games from the Dreamcast era, the Sonic Adventure games. Except they don't have a hub world. And I'm getting used to this control. This is literally the second time I've ever played this. I've had this for about like almost a month now, and this is the second time I played it, but I've enjoyed it thoroughly when I played it. It's just really fun, colorful, creative. It runs really well. I like that you don't have to use motion controls. I'm using the Wii Motion Controller Plus. Due to the hexagonal shape of the analog stick, sometimes it's hard to be accurate, like with turning, like in sharp turns, like that are subtle. I don't know how to explain it. All these colors are just like bam, flash right in your face. Do not play this game if you suffer from epilepsy. But it's just kind of fun to watch and look at. It might not be your cup of tea, but if you grew up on the Sonic games, especially during the Dreamcast era, you definitely will love this game, because this game basically, it's basically what you wanted those games to be. It's Sonic without it's the 3D Sonics without the hub world, and done quite well. I actually don't mind the 3D Sonics all that much. I mean, I'd rather have a classic Sonic game, like in vein of the Sega Genesis games. Like, I really did enjoy Sonic 4 Episode 1. Never got to play Episode 2. I heard it was bad. I'd still like to get it eventually. I played the demo and it seemed pretty good. I just wish they came out with a physical copy. I'm always wary about DLC. I'm surprised I actually got Episode 1 because of it being DLC. I have no idea what this game's gimmick is. At first I thought it was some weird, like, on-rails Sonic game. But then the more I read about it, because I kept on hearing Sonic Colors referenced on Sonic Generation reviews and stuff like that, even though I already had the game. I absolutely love Sonic Generations, by the way. It might not be your cup of tea, because I know Sonic's hit or miss, the newer Sonic games, for a lot of people, but I actually enjoy the Sonic games. Now, I actually would go and play Sonic 2006, as people call it, because I think it was just called Sonic the Hedgehog. But I know a lot of people had frustrations with the game, and really the thing that I found frustrating about it the most was the hub world. I'd like to replay it just to see. I just rented it. It was still a time where you could rent games at Blockbuster, if you remember those. Which, if you don't, if they didn't have Blockbusters near you, it was actually a video rental store where you could rent video games, and I rented it for the Xbox 360. So I would actually like to replay the game just to see what it's like. And then there was Sonic Unleashed, which had these weird werehog sections, which were more like a fighting game. But the 3D parts were a lot like this, and they're really fun. It's hard to be very precise in this game. It's the only major gripe I have. That might be a problem later on. But this is actually a fairly nice looking Wii title we got going on here. I mean, it looks almost as good as Sonic Generations. Maybe Sonic Generations didn't look all that great. Maybe that's what the problem is. The only problem with this title is it has really bad aliasing, which, I mean, it basically has the power of the GameCube. We're not playing like a Xbox 360 or a PlayStation 3 game here. But I mean, the amount of enemies on screen is pretty on par with Sonic Generations. I'm actually surprised the Wii didn't get a Sonic Generations version. And Sonic Generations, I've covered it in the past. Maybe more than once, I don't remember. Oops. That was my fault. That's not the game's fault for having bad controller or anything. But, I guess those are things you have to collect. I really hope that this isn't... One thing I don't like about that they've been doing in the more recent Sonic games is collecting things. I hope this isn't one of those games, but I have a feeling it might be, because I just had to collect one of those red stars. I know this is practice. The targeting feels a little bit clunky, but again, this is like the second time I played it. I definitely would recommend playing with a pro controller. Matter of fact, any game, Wii game that lets you have the option of playing with the Wii Classic Pro controller, or any variation. I know there's probably like 3 different variations, especially with the Wii U out now. I definitely would recommend trying that, but yeah, this is really fun to me. It's simple. It's repetitive gameplay wise, but scenery wise, it's kind of fun and energetic, and that's what keeps it fresh, even though like you're doing the same thing all the time. You're basically running forward and jumping a lot, but just the scenery and everything makes it interesting. I don't think that we really care about the storyline. If you do, I'm sure you can look it up on Wikipedia. I guess there's my old data. I don't even know what to name this. We'll just go Mikey's Video Game Madness. Like, I'm not even gonna know what that means if I play this a month from now. Whatever. And you have the amazing option of either picking your Miis or these cool icons. I'm gonna pick Sonic because I'm rad. Alright, let's confirm. So what I mean by a hub world, like, I don't know what I played last, to be honest with you. Maybe this was the last thing I didn't play. I like this Super Mario World thing. The little map or whatever, I call it thing. Listen to me and my nouns. Didn't we just play this? Here I am talking about repetitive. I think we played this part, yeah. Let's get out of here. We played that, I think. If we didn't, I'm sorry for being a fool. Yeah, there's a letter in there. I'm sitting very close to the TV screen so I can use this amazing microphone. It won't be the case with some of the Wii games I play. I hope this picks up my voice from a little bit farther away when I have to actually use the little nunchuck remote thingy.
Now your quick step mode. Move left and right to dodge obstacles.
Okay, I got you. Quick step mode. This kind of reminds me of a 3D iteration of... Oops, shit. I pushed R too slow. I'm not really familiar with the Wii buttons all that much, so when I see the prompts flashing, especially white buttons, I'm not used to seeing that, so it doesn't click to push them. I guess these levels are essentially a tutorial to tell you how to play. Obviously you can tell how well I'm doing. Have I even collected any rings? Yeah, I got 27. So I'm very happy I gave this game a chance. Most Sonic games are hit or miss. They have a lot of games on the Wii that I don't think that I would like. Like, they had like some Sonic night games. They have some Wii Sonic games that are on rails, and I don't like that kind. I like that feel like I'm somewhat in control. And this game is a lot like Sonic Generations, except it has its own level. Although I think Sonic Generations actually has a couple of remix levels from this game, which is fine. Oops, I pushed the wrong button. I'm not really sure what that even does yet. I think it makes you, like, if there's a row of rings or something, you can follow it. One thing I do wish you could do is on these 2D sections right here. What does A and X do? Oh, I see. I'm kind of learning the game. Unless I specify a review, which I don't see in the near future until I get a super fast computer that'll allow me to render a lot of clips at once, because if I do a review, I want to show you like a lot of things, not just like the first parts of a level and then first part of like the game or a level or whatever, and just be done with it. I want to be able to show you everything and not just record a commentary over it with just showing you the same thing over and over again. That's the goal anyway. So right now, when I have a video that says Mikey plays, what's the roll button? I've already forgotten. Oops. I don't want to go that way. I know what that attack is now. Okay. Unfortunately. What was I gonna say? Unfortunately, that slide didn't have enough speed to it, so I ended up screwing myself. That's nice that they're holding signs like that. It's nice to have bad guys that actually have an occupation besides just being bad guys. I really like the flashy level design. This is one of the few Sonic titles that I've played that actually feels like its own thing instead of like a rehash of the same territory. Because it seems like a lot of the Sonic games just kind of copy the levels from earlier Sonic games. Which, I mean, the gameplay is similar, but the scenery seems a little bit different than like the Green Hill Zone or like some Greek architecture looking like level. I don't even know what I'm talking about. There's too much shit going on. Alright, go down here. There we go. I'm sure you guys might have picked up on the commentary being lame, because it's the first one I'm doing of the day, and I gotta get used to talking. I should just do like a false video at first, just to warm up and then actually record, but I ain't got no time for that. I mean, I probably do, but I'm probably only trying to impress like 10 people with this video, with my massive amount of subscribers and people that actually watch my videos, so I apologize to you guys. But yeah, it's not like I have to be all professional. Like, I have like 5 billion people subscribing and I'm making money and shit like this, so just enjoy it. This is just on the couch experience. Although I think you guys wouldn't like it if you actually watch me play like how I play in real life, because a lot of times I'll just stop and look at shit and that'd probably be way more boring. I know some of you guys want to see more of the levels and stuff like that, but I know some of you guys don't, so I have to kind of compromise and show you maybe a decent portion of the beginning of the game. I don't even know what happened. That was so much shit going on. It's probably not healthy to sit this close to a flat screen TV, because I actually have to physically move my head right now to see everything. So I'm actually having somewhat of a hard time keeping up with Sonic a little bit. It's like sitting in the front row in the movie theater. Go the other way, you doofus. No, the other way. Go that way. Yes, thank you. The reds in this game, when they're far away, they're very hard for me to see. They blend in with the background fairly easy. I don't know what these big rings mean. Except that I passed, but that was an awfully short level. Next.
Let me see. I connect the thermostatic capacitor to the
I have to say, compared to the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 games, the graphics on this hold up quite well. I'm surprised they didn't really, since this uses like a normal controller, I'm surprised they didn't port this to the other systems, but maybe it's for the best because you can tell that they actually programmed this specifically for the Wii because it looks better than the average Wii title. I mean, it doesn't look as good as a Nintendo developed title, but it looks fairly good.
I find that hard to believe.
It definitely looks better than the Sonic games on PlayStation 2, Xbox, and GameCube. The Sonic Heroes look pretty good. I wish I had Sonic Heroes. If I see it, I don't want to get the PlayStation 2 version, so if I see it, I'll have to get the GameCube version. I don't think it's compatible with the Xbox 360, and I think the GameCube version is actually the best. But I want to get that just so I can hear the awesome beginning 80s like theme song. They like have some cheesy heavy metal or hair metal, really is what you would call it. No, turn the other way. Once you get that shit started, you can't get them to turn. I gotta remember not to push that button. Yeah, I definitely dig how this game's more action focused than the other Sonics. Even though it's in 3D, it definitely has the even though this is 3D, it definitely has the feeling of a 2D Sonic, which I don't think has been done much in this series. Alright, I'm starting to figure out what the hell that weird laser move is. I don't know why it needs to be incorporated in this game, but I think these little guys recharge my laser. Oh, you guys are unemployed, you don't have a sign. Surprised he doesn't roll and does that weird dash thing or whatever you want to call that. Thank goodness for those balloons because I forgot to push the jump button. Alright, so is this supposed to test my laser skill? Whatever, I got the little red Cheerio thing that's probably gonna require me to go back to the levels, which will indirectly make me like the game less. Actually, it'll directly make me like the game less. I hate collecting shit. That's one of the pet peeves I have for like the 3D platformers on the Nintendo 64. I just hate games that force you to collect shit, even if they're really well-made games. I just hate collecting everything. I got an A. And that last move I did was completely by accident. Thanks for the extra life. I'll need it, I'm sure. If this game forces you to collect stuff, it gives you a fair amount of levels, which I really dig. Alright, let's go. I'm trying to think if the other, I keep on wanting to say next gen, but if I say next gen now, you guys are gonna think of like PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, but I wonder if the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 Sonics ran at 60 frames per second. I'd have to pull out Generations and look. But this definitely seems like it runs at 30. I don't think it runs at 60. Which is fine. The game runs way too fast anyway. Not as a bad thing, it's just Sonic. Sonic's never been known for its precise control. Unless maybe you're talking about like the Sega Genesis ones. I gotta use that stupid laser thing that I guess I don't have. For a Sonic game, this part's really slow. Come on, hurry up. Give me that fucking Cheerio. No. That's my fault. I cannot blame the game for that. Is there any way to speed this up? I know the game's probably concerned for my safety, but I need that thing. Sorry guys, I'm sure this part of the game is mind-blowing for you, but whatever. Get on there, and up we go. It's like a horrible carnival ride. Anticipation's killing me. And we're done. The levels on this game, well, in the beginning they seemed like they were somewhat decent length, but they seem relatively short. Maybe that's why there's so many of them. Surprised there's no boss battle yet. Knock on wood, that just said boss. This looks a little bit grainy. I get the impression that this might be a cutscene. And it's compressed glory.
No, I want you to get me a cheeseburger and a shake.
But I have to say, for a non-first party Wii game, this game does look really good. I salute you, Sega, and it's a Sonic game that doesn't suck ass on the Wii. Because there's a lot of games on, I don't know, some people might dig those Mario Olympic games and shit like that. And then there was some Sonic Night game that was on rails. There might have even been another Sonic game I could give two fucks about. But this one legitimately feels like a real Sonic game, and it might partially be because I don't have to use motion controls. I really like the Wii's classic controller, well, the classic Pro, I don't know. The one that's shaped more like a PlayStation or Xbox controller. It just says Wii on the controller, I don't know which version that is. Usually you get a PlayStation controller, it'll say 6-axis or DualShock 2 or 3 or whatever. This just says Wii. But I like it. I got it. I don't even think it was barely used. Like the texture and everything on the D-pads there, like it's not rubbed off, like from friction from somebody using it a lot. And this cutscene's really long. I'm still talking. Usually when I'm talking, the game's waiting for me. I look up to play the game and it's still... It was still going. I bet this game's gonna require me to use that stupid laser attack. Well, if it works out like it just did right then all the time, I don't think I'll mind so much. You could obviously tell those ninja stars are like sprites and not actually polygons. they actually stick out pretty bad. I must have gotten hit.
Use the platform.
The sound's a little bit down, so I really can't tell. Stop taking my coins. Did I beat it already? Holy shit. Is this game made for little kids? This is by far, even for the first levels, this is by far the easiest Sonic game I think I've ever played. But it's really fun, and I definitely recommend it if you have a Wii and you want finally a decent Sonic game to play if Sonic's your thing. I know the 3D Sonics aren't for everybody these days. Everybody kind of misses the old Sonic. Not everybody. Like I like both, as long as they're done well, not broken. Again, I'd like to go play Sonic 2006, the first Sonic game that came out on the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. But I really dig Sonic Colors. There's also a DS version. My voice is cracked there. Apparently, I'm going through puberty all over again. But there's a DS version. I wonder if that one plays the same or if it's different. I don't know. But anyway, I really dig this game. It's fun. Yeah, it's repetitive. You're jumping around. It seems somewhat easy, but maybe you have to start collecting shit to progress, which might make the game annoying, but I haven't played it enough to get to any kind of part like that. But so far, I've really enjoyed it. You can get this game at a very reasonable price if you're collecting for the Wii. Definitely, if you have the option, you don't have to, but I recommend using one of the classic controller variations, whether it's the Pro or regular or whatever. But thank you guys so much for watching, and if you'd like this video, if you would please kindly do me a favor to thumbs up and to let me know that you liked it, and leave a comment, positive or negative. I do prefer the positive comments, but if you decide to leave a negative comment, don't be an asshole. Please make sure the criticism is constructive. That way you're constructing something, hopefully. I don't know. Just don't be an asshole. But if you're new to this channel and you enjoyed this video for some sick twisted reason, please feel free to subscribe. And if you didn't like this video, there's almost 500 other videos. Almost. I'm building it up. It's probably closer to like 470 something, but we're gonna say 500 to pump up the channel to make you check out the rest of it. Feel free to subscribe. I'm sure there's a video around there that you'll like every once in a while. But thank you so much for watching Mikey's Video Game Madness, and thank you for sticking with me even though I ramble all the time, because I just right now, as I was about to say something and I completely forgot what I was about to say, because that's part of the charm of this channel, I guess. Fuck it, I'm going with that. But thank you so much for watching the channel, and thank you guys who have supported the channel and continue to watch it. So I will talk to you guys later. Thank you so much for watching, and take care and enjoy your game, whatever game that may be, whether it's shitty Sonic game, good Sonic games, no Sonic games at all. I don't know, fucking Grand Theft Auto, Call of Duty. I'm not listening to every single game. Alright guys, bye.